Hey everyone, and welcome to the Reach New Heights podcast experience, episode 73. And on today's show, I will be discussing with you guys about the World Championships new layout. So hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me once again. I am so sorry I haven't been on lately doing my podcaster shows because I've been so busy recording for the Reach New Heights on demand app, and it's took up all my time. But I'm so delighted to be back doing my podcasts and my show and so on, and hopefully start getting more guests on to make it very exciting for you guys at home. I thought today's topic would be really interesting because the World Championships aren't long over. And I know that we now have a new layout in place. We just don't dance one full championship day. We actually have to do 2 days. I've spoke to a lot of dance teachers, I've spoke to a lot of dancers the past few weeks on their opinions of what they actually thought the World Championships was about. Like, how did they think about going in there and changing the whole mindset of trying to prepare for day one and then also trying to get that recall to prepare for day two? Now, guys, when I did hear about this at the start, I kind of panicked for the dancers thinking, okay, I know whenever I was dancing, I had to do 1 day. I used to feel very fatigued come that night when everything was done. My calves used to cramp up. The next day I was so drained, like at least another 2 days after. And then I was thinking, okay, if they're just going up there and trying to dance at least 2 full rounds in hope to get that recall, then I wonder what they're going to be feeling. And then I was thinking about, well, hold on a second. In dance class, we do a lot of full dances before we have to leave and actually go home. So in a way, I'm thinking, if you're already fit and prepared and so on, the body is recovered, your nutrition is excellent, there's only so much you can do to make sure that you do feel okay. You can't help if your calves are going to cramp up. You want to keep on top of the water intake and how key that nutrition is, because you're not just doing 1 full day morning to night, you're actually doing like 2 full days. But guys, when I sat and thought about it, I actually think it's more of a positive. And I'm kind of glad in a way so that we can make it so positive for you guys. Because when you're in class, you'll do like 1 full jig. And then you might get rest, and then you do another jig. And then you'll do your light dance. And then you'll do your set dance. So by the time you actually walk out of dance class, you've already done, just say, 4 or 5 full 100% dances, and you're getting recovered and so on. So I feel like it's more in the mindset as well. A lot of dancers going up on stage, I feel that for the first 2 rounds, that you guys are thinking, okay, I need to be dancing amazing here because I have to get through to the next day. But in a way, guys, your first round might be a bit jittery. You're trying to look at who you're on with. You feel where you're going, you're trying to get yourself ready for the next round, and then you're getting ready for this big recall to see if you actually get called back the following day. But the good thing about that is, fingers crossed, I hope that you got what you wanted and you got your call back. But here's a great example. Just say you got your big call back. That means that you've already got the taste of the stage. You already know who you're on with. You already know where the dancer's actually going and moving. You know that if you kind of didn't like your first round on day one because another dancer went the same direction as you, or you got clogged, now you know for the next day, hold on a second, I know she goes there to the left, so I can get out of that scenario because I have to be over here. Or we almost bumped last time, so what I'll do is I'll change direction, I'll pull back to go this way and so on. So in a way, it's like a little tester before your big main day. So guys, let's put it as a positive, because I do know that they're going to be testing this for the next year or so. I think it's another year or 2 years. I'm not so sure, but I do know it's happening next year. So why not put it to a positive view? Think of it as you doing another full round in class. You're doing it 100%, and you're hoping to get that recall back the following day. But the benefit to that is now you know, okay, the jitters are out of me, the really anxious nerves are out of me, I know exactly where to go on stage, I know what I didn't like, I know what I really liked, I know what part of stage I loved. Did I cover the judges on day one? No, but I know what to do now for my big day on day two. So think of it like that. Think of it as a little test on stage before the big day, the following day. And I feel that it was a lot of benefit to dancers because they felt that they weren't as nervous the next day. I felt that the dancers I was speaking to got very nervous for day one because they're trying to get into the main big competition day, which is difficult and obviously a lot of pressure for people. But they said when they got up on day two for the first round, they had the feel of the stage, just like getting up and doing it again, only better, or changes and so on. So they knew that they were going to perform even better because the anxious nerves was all out of the way. So now it was under more of their control. So yeah, guys, I think it is going to be a positive going forward and might be an advantage to most people. Other people, you know, it depends if they really suffer from bad cramps or fatigue and so on. And if you do so, dancers, I feel it's very, very important that you're looking at your nutrition and how much water intake you're going to be taking, building right up to that day. That doesn't mean, you know, you just change your nutrition and water intake the week and into the Worlds. It has to be done a couple of months before, meaning that the body is prepared and ready to go for the following day again. So yes, I'd say about 90% of dancers that I've spoke to, a lot of top dance teachers and judges actually thought, like, Lauren, at the end of the day, our dancers were fit, so they were ready to go, ready to rock. And they all danced amazing more on day two because that anxiousness, that nerves, that oh my god, who I'm on stage with, that was all away because they felt even more prepared for day two. So guys, let's just recap of what you actually done at the World Championships this year and what you liked, what you disliked, and then it means you can get really ready and polished for the following year. I do know that the World Championships are in Dublin next year, meaning that if you didn't get that recall for day two, then what is your goal for this year? Your goal is to make sure your nutrition's on point, your water intake's on point, you're polished, you're tight, you're fit as a fiddle, and you need to feel more prepared than you did this year. And that will give you that extra edge to go out and smash day one so that you're even just sailing smoothly into day two. So the outlet of overlay of the actual World Championships and the new layout of the 2 days and so on, let's keep it as an advantage, guys. Let's keep positive about it. Let's support each other because you are going to be doing this for next year. And think of it as a little teaser, a little tester before the final day. But it means that you've already experienced it this year, and now you should be feeling more prepared and ready to rock for the following year. So guys, that comes to the end of my podcast show. I just wanted to really do a little overview of the world so that everybody feels positive and not negative about it, and that you guys can really understand and believe in yourselves that you can do this next year, and that we're all going to keep it as a positive. So thank you for taking time out of your day. Don't forget to comment, share with your friends and family. And any ideas of what you want for the next podcast or podcast in the future or what guests, please just let me know. Thank you guys for listening and watching.